Cooking apa?
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Appa has a very beautiful pork belly with me today from Berkshires, so I'm going to make use of it to make a braised pork belly. Okay, so Berkshires is totally free-range pork. Yeah, the local free-range pork that you can find in Malaysia, and it is without any chemicals and without any growth hormone. All right, it's exactly what Appa wanted. Actually, Appa has been using their pork for the past couple of years, and they got both black and white pork. And today I'm actually using their premium black pork, which is as good. It's just like the wagyu pork in Malaysia. Okay, you just look at the beautiful marbling that you can see from here. So let's take a look at the ingredient. I have approximately 350 grams of pork belly here. And I got 4 eggs, so I'm going to braise the eggs together. I'm not sure whether I want to put in the tofu. I'll decide later. And then we have some, this is bay leaf, cinnamon stick, 2-star anise, and this is sugar, rock sugar. Yeah, we'll try to make some caramelization sugar later. And this is some few slices of ginger and the white portion of the spring onion. By the way, if you are interested to know more about this particular pork, I will put the information in the description later as to where you can buy. They are available on the physical store as well as online. Yeah. Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video. So first of all, let's blend the pork belly. This step is optional for this particular part. Pork belly, sometimes I will blend, sometimes and I'm lazy, I won't blanch. So really up to you. Not as bad as those that we have some. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Bless you. Okay, and some pork that comes with bone, then you really must blanch it. So we can actually put a little bit of sauce rice wine inside. So bring this to a boil and let it boil for a minute or two, then we will just take it out. Yeah. Usually blanching is to remove process is to remove the gaminess of any meat. Yeah, not just pork but any meat at all. But to be very frank, this black pork doesn't have much gamey smell. Actually, it doesn't have odd smell, but still, never mind. I'll just still do this just in case you are not using their black pork. Yeah. Actually, if you are using their black pork, you can totally skip this step. 1 or 2 minutes, take it out, and then we will cut it into the size that we want. Usually, we will cut it into squares. Yeah, square cubes. That would be very nice. Okay, so we will take it out. This is after about a minute or two boiling. I will just take it out and run it under, wash it under running water and cut them out. Okay, so the next thing we do, we will try to render out some oil from the pork belly. Again, you don't have to do this for this particular one because it is not extremely fatty. Just a little bit of oil here, and then we are going to pan fry this for a couple of minutes to fry out some of the oil so that it will become actually a little bit, it will not be too fatty, yeah, at the end of the day. Usually, you just use a medium-high heat to fry this for like, I would say 3 to 5 minutes. You will achieve two things here. First is that you will render out some of the pork fat. Secondly, you are actually going to give a little bit of char onto the pork itself, which will actually give it some extra flavor. Okay, so we'll come back shortly. Okay, this is about 3-4 minutes on medium-high heat. You can see it has been charred a little bit, yeah, and you will get some pork oil coming out. So what I'm going to do is to set aside, take out the pork first. Set it aside. And the remaining oil, I'm going to use it for caramelization of the sugar, rock sugar. Yeah, this will actually help. This is not for the sweetness, it's actually for to give the color. And you want to use medium to medium low to slowly do this, to actually melt the rock sugar until it is caramelized, become brownish in color. So this may take a couple of minutes, and you need to keep on stirring. If not, it can actually get burned. Yeah, sugar can get burned. See, it is actually slowly. You can slowly start seeing the brownish color coming out. Maybe I try not to skip too much on this part, but you can definitely tell from the color it's changing. Some will use a little bit of water also to melt this, up to you. Okay, you can really see it's melting right now. Okay, I try not to edit this part then. It is really melting. Yeah? See, it is becoming brownish, like a very thick paste. You can actually use your ladle to break it, to make it faster, make it melt faster. Most of the time we use rock sugar for this. Of course, you want to use brown sugar or white sugar also can. See, it is now becoming a thickened sugary paste. But we need to keep on stirring. It's not yet ready. Until we must make sure everything is nicely melted and becoming a very, very thick sugary paste, so that you can use this caramelization to coat and color your pork belly. Beautiful. Keep on stirring. I choose to use non-stick for this purpose. It's actually easier. Okay, once it becomes like this, very, very thick caramelized paste, you can turn down the fire a little bit right now actually. And we will put in the pork. Give it a few stir. Immediately the pork will be colored. It will become brownish color already, you see? Immediately become brownish color. Right? This is how we colored the pork belly actually, Chinese style. Next thing we do, we can actually add in the spring onion and the spices, cinnamon stick, and also star anise and bay leaf. Use low medium heat to continue fry this. You don't want to use high heat right now because the caramelized sugar can get burnt. But look at the beautiful color even before I put in any soya sauce, light soya sauce or dark soya sauce. The color is already so nice. All right. Now I'm going to give it some light soya sauce. And some dark soya sauce. If you don't do the caramelize step, then you just use a little bit more dark soya sauce to give it the color, right? Whew, nice. And we will put in a good amount, one small bowl of Shaoxing wine. Now you can raise the heat. Now you can raise the heat to medium high. And I'm going to add some hot water inside. Why I always add hot water? Because we try cooking process, we try not to reduce the temperature of the wok so that your cooking process will be more consistent. Right. Then I'm going to put in the egg. So now it's actually boiling. I'm going to close it with a lid. Tune down to medium low. Let it simmer for the first about 10-15 minutes. Then I will remove the spices, the cinnamon inside, because I don't want it to be overpowering. After removing it, I will let it continue simmer for another 30 minutes at least. Okay, this is after about the first 10 minutes simmering under low medium heat. Super fragrant right now. Now I'm going to take out some of the herbs here, the star anise, the bay leaf, the cinnamon stick, yeah? There's supposed to be another star anise. Not sure if I can find it. Here. Okay, take it out. And the green onion, I will also take it out. So I don't want it to reduce together with the green onion. The whole thing will look very messy actually. Ginger, quite okay. I don't mind leaving the ginger here. Still got some bay leaf. Okay, so now what we do is to give it a bit of salt. Right? And a little bit of sugar. The raw sugar earlier, that is actually to caramelize the pork. It is not for sweetening. So we still will add a little bit of sugar here. Okay. So after this, I'm going to let it reduce, let it continue simmer, and I'll probably remove the egg a few minutes before it is done. Okay, so continue using medium low heat and let it simmer for another 20 to 30 minutes. And this particular part you really need to be here, because you don't want the broth to dry out. If it's too dry, then you may want to add a little bit of Shaoxing wine. Or actually, if it can last for about 15-20 minutes later, it is already good enough. Yeah. So don't leave the reducing process. When your broth is reducing, you don't leave your kitchen. You have to look at it because you don't want it to really dry out. Okay. Okay, this is after simmering for another 10 minutes. You can definitely see the broth has actually reduced and thickened out. I can actually take out the eggs right now. I will also take out the ginger. See, I did not add any cornstarch at all. It actually reduced by itself, thickened out by itself. A little bit of green onion here. Take it out. Now I'm going to use medium heat to let it reduce further for a couple of minutes until the pork is nicely coated with a thick gravy. Again, your eyes must be on the wok. You cannot leave your kitchen. You cannot leave your wok unattended right now. Okay, the next few minutes is actually very important. Ooh. See, it is thickened out very fast. We are almost there, and you can see how shiny the pork belly is. Let me zoom in for you. Okay. It's getting thicker and thicker. All right, it's basically done. So only towards the end, I raised the heat a little bit. And just a little bit of gravy, not much. And the beautiful, beautiful color of my black pork today. Off the fire. And I'm going to dish it out. Okay, here's Appa Hong Sao Rou today. Can you see the reddish color? Hong Sao, yeah? Meaning red braised. Actually, it's braised using soya sauce. Okay, so I hope you like my very simple video today. And if you want to know all about the ingredient that I use, I'll put inside the description. And I hope you, if you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.